course, nothing right now wants to go slow. All right. Hey, y'all. It's Isabel here with Sparkles in the ATL. Gonna get started on making a football wreath tonight. I'm trying to see on here because I want to be able to see your comments. Yeah, I actually got the laptop hooked up this time. Isn't that right? Hi, Kathy. How are you? With my squeaky little voice here, you'll have to bear with me. All right, let me scroll down. Okay, I can see the comments on there. I do feel better today. Thank you very much. That bronchitis is still kicking me. I actually have some tea right here with me instead of my traditional glass of wine, although I did already finish 2 of those. So, hey, I can see the comments on here now. Awesome, fantastic. How are you feeling today, though? Because I know you're feeling under the weather yourself today. Good here, good. Well, I'm glad, because this changing the weather, I'm pretty sure this is keeping up, but I am going to stay with the medicines that you were telling me about, and hopefully I won't have to deal with this again in a bit, because I can't take time off of work at all, period. So we are going to make a football wreath tonight. Let's see here. I told you guys I was going to tell you where this is from. Let me open up another window here. I got this off of Etsy. This is not my own design. Fresh ginger root. Ginger is, ugh. But I know ginger is really great for you. But man, does it taste terrible. I bought some ginger drops for when I was pregnant, which isn't going to happen anymore. Everything's working, but I'm just not having anymore. I brought some ginger root when I was pregnant, and it was just the most disgusting stuff ever. Okay, so this particular design, first of all, the lady who makes these, I think her name is Christy. I've got her store pulled up right now. There we go. First of all, she makes a whole bunch of these in every single team. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Yeah, I know. She makes a whole bunch of these in every single team. So if you're looking for a different team, it just so happens that LSU is what I was doing tonight. I already posted a picture earlier of when I made the Roll Tide one, the Alabama one. But I got that one. I love this one because if you take a look at it, it's just, first of all, you're within the copyright constraints. So it's like you're not going to get in a copyright issue. It's just purple and yellow, but everybody who knows it will go for it, you know. And yeah, you're right. It's tailgate, you know, which is big. And it's different. And I love the watercolor that she uses in here. She uses a watercolor and then puts it online. Okay, so the name of the store is Ink and Olive Design. I will post a link to her store. She does have a commercial license thing where you can only do 100 sales and then you have to buy a special license from her. I'm definitely within that, so I'm not worried about it. I'm still working on clowns for Halloween, y'all. I haven't even gotten to football, y'all. I'm just making a couple of these just so I can take them to the fall festival with me in 2 weeks, because let's face it, Halloween's going to be close to being over. At least in the wreathing world. So I have purple and yellow mesh that we're working with tonight. There is an awesome mesh on Craft Outlet that is purple, yellow, metallic, and I actually thought I had that, but I scoured all my little cubbies and couldn't find it anywhere. I'm guessing one of my kids ran off with it, because I have seen rolls of mesh in my 3-year-old son's room countless numbers of times, in his bed, everywhere, building towers. I mean, he just loves it. So, but we're going to work on that tonight. Let's see here, find something to hold this down. Let's put that and get our purple out too. Can't get rid of this nagging cough. I know, ginger drops. Ugh. All right. So we're going to cut 24 of these. I did try it with the poof method. Let me get this out. I did try it with the poof method for the Roll Tide. The thing about that is you really need to have a 21 inch if you're going to do the poof method. When I do the poof, I like to be able to take the mesh and then I double it under That way it gives it a little bit, it's not as transparent to be able to see through to the board. But since I have 10-inch, I'm going to stick with ruffles tonight. So we're going to make sure we clean off our edge here. I know you can't see that on there too good. Let me see if I can't scoot this down a little. There we go. That's a little better, isn't it? Okay. Put my son's piggy bank back up. Only it's not a piggy bank, it's a car. Promise I haven't touched the money. Occasionally, maybe. All right. So we're going to do 24 of these cuts. I'm going to do it at, we'll do it at 9-inch. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and come on back. Throw those to the side. I'm one of those people, I kind of let the mesh go wherever. So it's like raining mesh. Not raining money, but raining mesh. I would love for it to rain money though. 5, 6. I need it to rain money in this house. 7. This one didn't quite get cut. There we go. All right. I finally got a new mesh roller, a new rotary cutter too. So I'm happy about that. I have no idea what number we are on, but that's okay because we can always make more of these. I think that's 10, 11, 12. So Kathy, I saw you were signed up for the Dallas, that you were thinking about going to the Dallas Fall Festival in a couple of weeks. You still planning on going? Or, let's see here. Let's see here. And got more. Yep, we're still good. I think that's enough to get us started here. We'll get a couple more cuts and then we'll get going. I have to go back and I have to go take a look at Lori's Angel. I haven't had a chance to make one of those yet, but I'm hoping to. Hi Tammy, how are you? Speaking of which, where is everybody from? I know Kathy is, it is LSU. Yes, it is going to be LSU, absolutely. Like I said, I don't want to get in any copyright issues, so you're not going to see me using license plates. You're not going to see me using their little football thingies or their little emblems or things like that. Sorry, but they have more money than I do. And I'd rather keep the little bit of money that I do have. So selling a wreath is not that important, even though I see it at a craft fair all the time. As a matter of fact, the last craft fair I was at did the same thing. But that's okay. That's them, that's not me. So, all right. Have no idea how many cups we have, but again, that's just one of those things. You're going to use it anyway. So, there we go. Oh, I see it up there. Okay, Alabama, Michigan. Hey, Joe, I just made, by any chance, do you happen to be a Roll Tides fan, Alabama fan? I'm curious on that. I'm sitting here talking into the computer like you guys are over here, not at the computer. Let me see here. What do we have here? Man, don't you hate it when you're an inch too short? So said the guy. Sorry, that was terrible. Okay. Okay. Yes, awesome. You're going to have to take a look. I made a Roll Tides wreath earlier today just to kind of try it out. All right, so now we're going to get started with this guy right here, FSU and Falcons next year. I think I did an FSU out of burlap earlier this year. So we've got Texas, we've got Tennessee, we've got everybody. I like it. This is a party. Everybody just grab your wine and roll on up. Okay, so I got this handy dandy little battery pack. Washington, love it. Got this handy dandy little battery pack over here. Guys, dollar store is where it's at. It really is. The only thing about this is when you try to order these online, you get an assortment. You get purple, orange, and clear. And I'm like, I only need the freaking clear. So that's rather annoying. Hi, Brenda. Lori is awesome. All right, I'm going to open this sucker up. So But again, I have $3 stores within a 5-mile radius. So I just go to each of them and snag whatever clears they have. Although I think I've snagged them all. And they told me they aren't getting any more shipments. Now they're getting these Christmas ones, but the Christmas ones are on green. Oh no! I lost the thingy-mabobber. You guys know what it's called. Ah! Okay, we're going to be putting tape on that sucker for right now, but I lost the screw. I know I can go back and find a new screw. That's not a problem, so I'm not worried about that. But let's make sure these things work. All right, they work. We have lights. Okay. Well, since I lost the thingy-mabobber, the screw, and it's somewhere down on this carpet, which if you take a look at all the mesh, I'm not going to find it anytime soon until I step on it. And then I might step on a staple. So I'm just going to tape this sucker for now anyway. I like taping the battery packs on the back anyway, just because that way when the customers, because they're going to fiddle with it a lot, and that way they can just replace the tape. It's not a problem. I do put some E6000 behind it, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because I need to find that screw first before I sit here putting everything on. And it's going to have to sit there for a while so that it can seal properly. All right, we're going to put this little guy in here. Let's get this thing all set up. I'm all about the lights right now. And who doesn't like lights and football, right? Okay, so we've got this. This is going to hold it just for right now. Again, I'll go back later with E6000 and put it in, but I want to find my screw first somewhere on this floor, which I'm not going to make you guys wait for it. So we're going to get our lights put in. And again, I got these from the dollar store, although I did find my vendor went up in cost again. Gosh, you guys must be buying Amazon out on lights. But I did find another vendor who now is offering, is it 12? Let me show you guys. These little guys, these little battery packs here. They're offering them in sets of 12, only without the timer, for $10.99 on Amazon right now. With the timer, you're going to pay about 12 and a half, 13 bucks or so, but you know, that's not much of a difference. So for my lower priced wreaths, I use the cheaper lights. But for my higher priced wreaths, like my handsome Pennywise over there, which isn't up here right now. I've got 5 in the process of being made for tomorrow though. The rest are being shipped out. But for him, I do use my timer ones. So we've got Wisconsin over there too. Wow. All right, so we've got our lights on now. All right, always check them before you actually start working with them. So got the lights on here. All right, now it's time to start playing with the mesh. Love it. And yes, I did spray paint this with the Krylon primer and paint in one. Pretty much anytime I use a board, I'm going to spray paint it with one of the dominant colors that I have, either purple or yellow. In this case, I was worried that the yellow wasn't dark enough. So I'm not the yellow, the purple. You know, I felt the purple would be too dark. So I figured, well, let's not go for that. So we're just going to go around here. Ordered over 300 sets? What? That will be a lot cheaper. Really? Huh. Okay, I'll have to check out her site then. I'll have to go on there. I just finished placing an order on there too. So we're going to go with ruffle on this one because it's 10-inch. So, and when I'm looking at some of these for my cheaper football ones, I'm looking for ones that I can get done pretty quickly. But I also like the fact that this little purple right here, you've got the little metallic in it. So it adds a nice little pizzazz to it and like bumps it up a little bit. So, all right, we're going to stick this guy in here. My voice is fading out like one of those kids about to hit puberty or something like that. All right, so there we go. I'm just going to keep rotating this around. All right. We did yellow on top last time. Let's give purple a chance to be on top for a little bit. There we go. I did 10 of those other wreaths earlier today, so it's like ruffle, ruffle, ruffle. My fingers need a manicure, or my nails need a manicure, should I say. Although I don't bother with that. I'm wondering, has anybody started on, am I the only one who hasn't started on Christmas yet? Other than a few things, I haven't really started on Christmas at all. Let's see. I made a few witches hats, like, for Christmas, and that's about it. Let's see here. That was Dave talking Isabel. Oh! Hey, wait a second. Why do you have different last names? Okay, that threw me off a little bit. Okay, $4 a set, 20 lights on them. Hey, that's a lot more than what you're going to get at the dollar store, too. All right, we did yellow on top. We're going to do purple on top. Yay! All right. These are so easy to do in workshops, too. I haven't done a football-themed workshop yet just because, you know, everybody's got a different team that they're going for, and then I don't want to deal with ordering the different mesh for it and everything. But I would love to do a football-themed one. I don't know. But then I guess I could do it for, like, Georgia football. I don't know. Because I already have lots of those. And I know you guys figure, well, if she's in Georgia, wait, because he hasn't put a ring on it yet. Dave, that's terrible. That's okay. He treats you right, though. He's a good guy. You don't need a ring to mean anything. You don't need a ring at all. Technically, I lost my ring. Well, no, I didn't lose it. Let me rephrase it. Okay, I lost it, and then I found it. And then I lost it, and then I found it. And then I lost it, and then I found it in a shoe. So, lucky for me. Now, my husband, I can actually say lost it for good. So, but we're not too big on wearing jewelry ourselves, honestly. So, we don't need a ring to tell us that we're unified to each other. So, just costs more money. I'm not a jewelry person in the first place. So, all right. And nobody told me how exhausting those craft fairs are. They're fun, but man, are they exhausting. So, I got to know a lot of vendors, though. All right. That's one thing I love about the ruffle method when you're using these, because the ruffle method, like it takes up, like it's going to cover the area really well. I'm having trouble finding the hole. Everything sounds terrible today when I say it. I need to get my mind out of stuff. Okay. All right. At least I have a laptop in front of me this time. So, and I've got some cute little ribbons that we're going to use on here too. Trying to use those up too. Got to get more room for the other ribbons. I just put a order in on Craft Outlet, and I have a good amount of ribbons coming in, so I can't wait to get those. I have a secret Christmas wreath that I'm working on, or should I say I bought all the materials for it. I haven't started working on it yet. Those clowns still have me going. But once I can get it going, I have not seen anything like it on Etsy. And hopefully it works out good, because I just don't know. You know, sometimes things work great in my head. Doesn't always work out great in person, like when I actually go to try it. So, where is that? David didn't put her. Oh, Dave's gonna get it all night long tonight. You're in hot water now. All right. I wish I didn't have this terrible cold with this, or allergies, whatever, something. I'm really loving the way that this, the yellow is working out. LSU, you've got some great colors to work with here. Not saying, I'm not dissing some of the other ones, because, you know, I'm going to be trying to sell those too. I'm just saying, like, they've got some good colors going on. You know, everything looks good in that. So, my school had a tailgate the other day. I didn't go, so not too much into that. Although, you know, they've got the food, they've got the beer, you know, except for school. They don't have that, you know. All right, moving right along. Let's switch topics there. Don't want to mix those two together. All right. But I don't really watch football. What is everybody's favorite football team in the first place? I'm curious. I always wonder because I'm always curious to know, is it their home state football team? Or do they go for, you know, another state, for example? And then you've got the house divided too. All right. Gosh, I really hope my 3-year-old's asleep. I think he's asleep. I gave him a bottle and I gave him a little bit of Benadryl, so I think he's asleep. I didn't give him Benadryl because of this though. He, unfortunately, it looks like his allergies are acting up as well. But the Benadryl does help in that department, you know. I mean, I can't argue with him and be like, hey, yay, thank you. Benadryl. Works great for me too. As a matter of fact, I'll probably be taking it afterwards. Look at that so far, guys. It is so full already. Absolutely love it. There we go. Now it's right side up. Okay. This is that other one that I told you guys. Joe, this one's for you. Well, not for you, but I'm just saying, here you go. So here's the Roll Tide one I did earlier today. This is the one I did with the poof. But again, I didn't have 21-inch mesh on hand in the purple and the yellow. I really like the poof though. It turned out really, really well. So Seattle Seahawks and Alabama grandsons. So you love playing. Aww. How old are your grandsons, Deb? Are they like the little guys or are they the big guys? Let's see here. I don't see my 7-year-old playing any sports. I guess that's kind of good for me. Because that means it's not expensive. All these people playing, like paying for traveling baseball, traveling football. That stuff gets expensive. My gosh, they're talking about thousands of dollars every single year. And then, oh my gosh, every single time you got to go somewhere. No, he just wants to be a hacker. He's been very adamant about that. You know, luckily he hasn't hacked anything yet. He has been able to manage to crash 2 computers though. Probably because somebody hacked him. So, as of right now, that's not good stats for him. 16 and 13. Wow, so they're the big guys. Oh my gosh. I don't know. My heart just kind of, I don't know if I could take it if my kiddos wanted to do that. I don't have to worry about my 7-year-old. Like I said, he's just not that kind. Now, my 3-year-old, I could definitely see him being one of the people that takes the other football players down, whatever you call them. What do you call them? Linebacks? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Well, you never know. I mean, if they're pretty good and they get a, you know, I mean, they can get recruited from other places. So there's nothing saying that he can't go do it. It's probably going to be a little harder, you know, but if he gets their attention, he could. There we go. Gotta figure out a better setup, like get something hooked up over there on the wall or something like that. All right. This little guy's almost, well, this part's done. I've got some cute little ribbons I want to add to it. If I can squeeze this little guy in. There we go. Rather of a small entrance there. One thing I've started doing differently to the wreath is once I use the outdoor Mod Podge on the image, I use it to seal, to glue it on there, but I also use it to seal the top. I gotta have some of this tea. Although, you know what would work better? Whiskey and honey. I don't think I have any whiskey on me. Actually, yes, we do. We do have whiskey. I don't know if it's good whiskey, but we have whiskey. I don't know if we have honey. We do have a neighbor. Well, nobody actually lives in the house. He's trying to sell the house. But Okay, so this guy wants to sell the house, but he put 5 beehives in the backyard, like on the side where you can see it coming from the sidewalk. There's like 4 right there, and then there's a huge thing further away. I don't know if that's the queen thingy or what, but I'm just like, look, if you're gonna have beehives there and you're trying to sell a house, I don't think it's gonna go too well. And second of all, I need some of that honey. Just saying, you know, I mean, it's a hazard walking by it. You know, maybe I should just walk over there and collect my own honey. It can't be that hard. Trouble Mod Podging the signs on? Like what trouble are you having with it? Getting them to stay on, or you're having issues like with ripples showing up in them? Got one more to go on here. Look at that. Technically, I wouldn't even have to do the outside. I'm going to do the outside anyway. So, and I'll also get a better picture of this. Lori, I mean, how you came up with this board, I don't know. I need to go back and listen to the whole story. I mean, I know your story of how you came up with the boards, but wow. I mean, this just makes it so easy for anybody. I mean, I did the poof method earlier today, and it worked brilliantly in less than half the time that it would have taken me to put the wireframe together. By the time I would have gotten the pipe cleaners on, and then attaching the sign to it and getting the sign just so, it really does save a lot of time. This has actually become my mainstay. Occasionally, if I run out and I didn't plan the shipping very well, then I have to go to like a wireframe or something like that. Let's see here. So the yellow is a little bit light, and that's actually what I was worried about on here. I'm one of those people, I want good coverage. You could just go and leave it like this. But for me, let me see if I can find a spot. Perfect, right here. Right there. For me, I'm one of those people where I look closely at something. So that's going to bother me, which is why I cut extra, because I'm going to do one more time around where I have each of these coming out over here. I need to, there we go, snip these little suckers off. Okay, who made the board? Lori with Unique in the Creek. You got to check out her page on Facebook, and you need to check out her website. Awesome. Lori, I never did get that discount code to offer the viewers for the ones who wanted to use it. Just letting you know, heads up on that part. I do see my messages show a 1 right now, so I don't know if that might have been you or not. But before the thing started, I didn't have a discount code, so I'll have to get that to you guys later. All right, the bubbles. First of all, what was her name? Was it Janet? Somebody posted a video about how to get the bubbles out without having an issue. I think once she glued it, she put some parchment paper over the picture, and then she ironed it. I don't do that. But I know it works because I've watched the video for her. But for me, I just Mod Podge the actual board. And once I finish Mod Podging the actual board, then I will take the image and stick it on there and smooth it out real quick with my hands. But then I go back with, let me get it. I go back with this, and this actually came with my silhouette. So I actually use this to just further like go from the middle and work my way out here. Then I'll go straight down from the middle. And then I even go through the sides sometimes too. But this right here, I've never had an issue with bubbling since I've started using it. And I don't know what you call this thingy. I really have no clue. I bet you could even find something in your kitchen. Ah, you do use that. I don't know then, because for me, I don't have any, I just do it real good. You know, I mean, just real, and then I run my hand over it too. And if I feel like a ripple or anything else like that, then I'll go back and I'll do it again. I haven't had an issue with air bubbles though. I don't know if maybe the temperature in your house or humidity might have something to do with it too. I don't have it with that. And then afterwards, I just go through with more Mod Podge with this little guy right here and just like make it nice and neat. And then I take it outside, which is probably why my voice is so terrible today. Kathy was telling me about that, getting on to me about that earlier today. Then I take it outside and I use a clear acrylic sealer just to go on top of it one more time before I actually start using the board. All right, so let's finish this sucker up. It's a squeegee. Really? Like a squeegee, like for your windshield squeegees that you use at the gas station type of deal? I didn't know it's a squeegee. Hey, I think I missed one over here. I wonder if that's the one that I was complaining about. I did miss one. That's because I covered up one of the holes. Come here, you. Ha! Love how you find those things. Well, that explains so much. I bet you that was the spot that I was complaining about, too. All right. So I get this little guy in there. I've been trying to come up with some different wreaths that are on like different price points. All right, let's see here. Do you Mod Podge over the top of your pictures? Yes, yes I do. Once I use it as a glue underneath, yes, I Mod Podge over the top as well. And then I let it dry, and then I take it outside and use that acrylic sealer. Okay, so it does. There we go. That's a little better. I'm going to have to move it back anyway. But it's already very, very full. You could stop here. I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and get the extra just because I'm a little anal like that. So this is one of the good things. Yes, absolutely. Yep. As soon as you turn it over and look at the back, you're like, oh. All right. So now I'm actually going to go through right here. So I've already gone around one time, and I know I have these right here. Sometimes I use those. But right now I'm going to use these two, just to give it a little extra coverage. Again, I'm going to be taking this to the craft fair. Last thing I want is for, you know, it just not to be up to par. So anything I sell. Plus, if it stays in my house, I can't handle it. I actually found a wreath I did when I first started making wreaths, and I was like, ooh, I got to remake you. So I'm going to be going back and tearing that wreath apart. That one was actually one of my first floral wreaths I ever made because I love doing floral. But this is the time of year where I've had more requests for mesh than anything. I actually haven't had any requests for florals right now. So, alrighty. Almost done with that. Gosh, LSU just has some good colors. I'm going to be working on the Falcons and the Georgia Bulldogs coming up tomorrow and the day after, trying to get a different variety. That's the bulk of what I'm going to be taking to the craft fair. Because obviously here in Georgia, I'm going to make the assumption that a lot of people are Georgia fans. I could be wrong, you know, but... And this one's backwards. That's the great thing too. The boards, like, it's so easy to tell. Plus, of course, you know, it's just going to pop back out at you if it is backwards. So you'll figure it out pretty good. There we go. I only have 38 more clown orders to go, and then I will be done with Halloween. Hey, my computer's going blah. I think it went to sleep on me. It doesn't want to turn back on. There we go. I pressed a button. I sound like I don't know what I'm doing. I really do know what I'm doing with the computer. It has one of those stupid timers on it. This is actually my husband's laptop because, like I said, our son fried my other one. So, second one, actually. Yeah, I don't know what he's getting into. I think it has something to do with Roblox, honestly. I don't understand because I took the chat thing away, so I don't understand how he could be getting into anything. Unless it's like having him download stuff or something. I don't know. Alright. I love this. Those bright colors. Awesome. Okay. Let's see here. And I'm on fall break right now, so I'm excited about that, even though it doesn't feel very fallish right now here in Atlanta. Hey y'all, hi Michelle, how are you? Where are you from? You say y'all, so I'm assuming it's going to be one of the southern states. Let's see, am I right or am I wrong? All right, am I wrong? I'm an adopted y'all, because technically I'm from Germany, but I've been here since I was 8, so pretty much Americanized. All right. Alrighty, love it. I may need to cut a little more mesh. Texas, okay, that counts, right? Hi from Kentucky. Hi, Karen. You guys have some good beer there too. I haven't gone through there in a long time. I want to take my sons on a road trip. I'm just waiting for my youngest to get a little older and not throw temper tantrums in the car. Feeling better? So. Yeah, I'm going to feel a whole lot better when I take this Benadryl after this. Compared to 2 days ago, I'm feeling tons better. It's just my voice comes and goes like a prepubescent boy or something like that. Which I'm not looking forward to hearing that from my sons later. How much more? Let's see here. We've got one more to go on here. All right, and we're going to need to cut 2 more pieces of mesh. This yellow is not going to work, so let me bend down. There we go. Got some more yellow hidden over here. All right. I try to keep it pretty organized. Oh, this is the wrong yellow. Wait a second. This is a big yellow. I need a little yellow. Here we go. Little yellow it is. I feel so organized, but yet I'm not. All right, so we're going to do a 9-inch here. That one's done. Throw it to the side. And a 9-inch here. There we go. Throw that to the side. Bring this beautiful wreath back. I love it. I don't watch football. I don't watch LSU. But gotta admire their colors. They did a good job. They must have had a fashion expert. Hi, Peggy. How are you? All right. So this is the point where you could actually just leave it as is. But I just happened to check out the closet and like cabinets and saw what I had. So, and I actually found 4 ribbons that will work. I don't know how long ago I bought them, but there we go. There we go. I'm one of those people, I just like to have that done. Something clean on the back to work with. But look at it already. Again, the ruffles, they're just like so much. Let's see here. Let's push this back a little. And I always go back afterwards with a pair of scissors and just kind of clean up the mesh. But I really want people to see this image, so I don't want it to get too covered up. This is probably where I went overboard on the mesh. Let's see here. Almost. There we go. That's a little better. I can fluff it up a little bit more later anyway. All right. You could leave this as is. Let me move this other wreath out of the way. I'll put this little guy over here. All right. So you could leave this as is. It looks great already, but I have some wonderful ribbons, some gorgeous ribbons I want to use. I found this one right here, right? So we're going to use that and another coordinating one here. So I like these. And then to kind of mix it, got those 2 to go with it too. So we're going to do like 4 and 4, and then I may go back and add a bow at the bottom. I don't know. Where's my handy dandy little, there we go, piece of cardboard. I just cut it to 6 inches in length and then 5.5. So, and then for this one, let me see what size I want to use. Let's look. I'm thinking 5.5, but no. Could could actually go a little larger than 6, but we're going to do 6 anyway. All right, so let's go to the 6-inch side. Now I have a little arrow up here that tells me which way's what. All right, so let's see here. We've got 1. Oh, this feels nice. 2, 3, and 4. Handy dandy little scissors. Okay, we pull this little tail out right here, and then I'm just going to go up here and snip. Fabulous. Look at that. Nice and simple, right? All right, and there's only 4 of them, so my scissors will go through that with no problem. So we're just going to go ahead and dovetail it. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Oh, this feels wonderful. I like this ribbon. This one was a good choice. I just buy things because of how they look sometimes. All right, done with this one for right now, so we'll throw it to the side. Let's get this other one. All right, and then we've got like a jute material here. I hate it when they do that little fold at the end. What do you do with the little fold? I can't use that fold. There. All right. Okay. All right, so we've got, I'm basically doing 4 and 4. I'm doing 4 of each one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this might be a little off, but that's okay. It'll work. Okay. There we go. I've liked adding ribbons to it. It kind of adds it a little bit, gives it a little extra. So I don't know if anybody else has started adding ribbons to the Unique in the Creek boards. There we go. But I like that because for a workshop, it makes it so much easier to show other people how to use it, and even they can do it, you know, like they don't have any problems with it. Now for the workshops, I do already have the ribbons cut for them. So that's one less thing that they have to do. 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right. And I can't wait to check out Lori's angel video. I bought 2 of the Christmas tree boards, so I'm excited about that. Try one of those. There we go. This is so simple. Anybody could do it. And there we go. All right, we got those ones done. Last one. There we go. I've actually lost track of the week since I've had the week off. It's like, let's see here. We had Saturday, Sunday, then we have today, Monday. Wait, no, wait. Today's Tuesday. See, told you I lost track. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. I actually think I accidentally did an extra one. All right, I'm seeing an extra message over here. And then I saw Rose. Here it is. Oh, Tanya's sick today? Ooh. Oh. Everybody's getting sick right now with the turn of the weather. That stinks. There we go. And let's pull this little sucker out and cut here. All right, I wanted to do this live this past weekend until I got sick to the point that my voice disappeared, which I'm pretty sure my husband was grateful for. He didn't complain. So I'm pretty sure the kids didn't mind either, because then I can't yell or do anything. I don't yell. But still, I was down to a whisper. All right. All right, peeps. There we go. All right, and I guess we'll clean up this mess later. Messes drive me crazy, though. Hey, I just noticed that wasn't even on, so hopefully you guys were hearing me okay. I know you can hear me because I saw it on there, but all right, so I'm thinking This has so much purple in it. I think I'm going to put it with the gold here. This one has more yellow, so I think I'm going to mix it with the purple. And that'll be a good color combo. Am I done with the clowns yet? Heck no. I've got 38 orders. I sent 10 out yesterday. I sent 7 out today, and I've got another 7 to go tomorrow. And every single day the rest of this entire week I'll be doing 7, 7, 7, 7. So 7 is my good luck number, I suppose. And then I have about 200 people on a waiting list that I'm not going to get through all of them. All right, the good thing is some people want them for Christmas presents, so I'm going to be working on that. So I know the way I like to do this here is I actually just use the skinny 8-inch ones, and I will just feed them through the same holes that I used in the first place. I know I saw Lori doing it, and I know I saw you like leave a little bit of space and you kind of slid it under there to do like the little bows and everything. I was just curious earlier today if this would work or not, and it actually worked pretty well. So let's see here. But when I'm doing this, I'm going to focus on the 2 outside holes versus the 2 inside ones. So we're going to pull this in here. But yeah, I still have tons and tons and tons to go through for the clowns. And I've worked my way through about 20 people on the waiting list so far. But I'm just not going to get through 200 people. I wish I could, but I do have a full-time job that I've got to get to. Yeah, I should have made these a little bigger, but that's okay. That's okay. It'll be fine. All right, so we're going to go through here. And the only thing is, like I said, you want to make sure they're the skinny ones, because otherwise it's just not going to work very well. So, and I'll move those around in a second. But see, if you use the skinny ones, it goes through just fine. Now, I did these at 6 inches, so 12 inches in cuts. Honestly, I could have easily gone to 7 and did a 14-inch cut, but that's okay. I'm not going to waste ribbon. No, 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 no. Ribbon is too precious. It is a precious commodity. All right. I'll lay those on top, scrunch them together. There we go. We're going to put this right through those 2 there. And then just kind of feel around as it comes through the top. There we go. This is just my preference of being able to do it this way. But I love that the board is so versatile. I mean, it's virtually impossible to screw up. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna move this laptop over here a little bit so I can have a little bit more workspace right here. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna go back, and I'm just gonna alternate back and forth between the purple and the tiger and then the gold one. So here we go. Looking for my 2 outer ones here. All right. There's a lot of mesh to have to finger through. There we go. And right down to the bottom. So basically I'm using that one twice. I'm wondering if they're going to be on sale tomorrow too. I don't know, didn't you say Monday? I'm not quite sure, but I thought I heard Monday. Okay. And then we're going to go around here. This almost reminds me of like a Mardi Gras type of deal. All right. And it is a little tricky sometimes to find. I kind of wish, there we go. All right. And down the rabbit's hole. There we go. They are on sale tomorrow. Buy one, get one free. Nice. Stock up then. I saw several that caught my attention that I can't wait to download, get a hold of, download, and try them out. So, all right, go through here. All right, you can do a whole workshop on this. You wouldn't even have to. It could be like a spring themed type of wreath, Christmas themed type of wreath. Kind of like that, because people love making the other ones, but they also love being able to make one of these. But I think this one would be a little more time consuming to teach someone how to do it with the extra stuff involved. It's not hard, not by any means. You just have to be willing to experiment. Okay, so we did the purple, we did that one. All right. And I think what I may go back and take a look. I don't think I want to make a bow for this one because of the fact that the ruffles already make it so full. I think the bow is going to be a little too much for my liking. What I may end up looking for is seeing if I can't just add a few embellishments to it. Like I know they have like little footballs and little helmets and things like that on Craft Outlet. So I'm thinking I might go that route. All right. But I love this. It's glitzy. I love that little purple. Just so shimmery and shiny. So once these clowns are done, I cannot wait to start trying some of the things that I've been wanting to do, like the unicorn. I've been wanting to make a unicorn because they've got, at the dollar store, they have those unicorn headbands now. So I grabbed a couple of those the other day. All right, and here we go right here. Last one. That fell on the floor. It is pretty. I do like it. Thank you. It's just, I mean, and it's so simple. The colors work out so well. But you know what? LSU's got some good colors to work with in the first place. Try making some of the other things look good. All right. Okay. So let me get this off. I like the little extra sparkly stuff that the purple ribbon adds to it. Finally, I told you guys I got a new rotary cutter the other day. I actually broke my rotary cutter. Actually broke it. Came right off. Wouldn't even come back together again. My husband's like, how'd you break something made out of metal? I'm like, I don't know. But I'm capable of doing anything. All right. Here we go. So at this point, what I would want to do is I just kind of want to fluff out my ribbons a little bit. So it's already so full. You know, you can see the sparkles with the ribbons there. I don't like my ribbons that way. I think, like I said, a 14-inch cut would have been worked great for this. So next time, there you go. But I'm going to go ahead and take these ribbons and separate them. So just kind of do opposites with them. So if tigers are on top there, then they go the other way here. And it just kind of opens it up a little bit more. So since I've got a, where is it? I've got a purple on the bottom here. We're going to put that on the top there. No, nope, we're going to keep it that way. Okay, because I've got big, and then I've got the fat one. There we go. And I'll fluff them up a little bit. Let's see here. Okay. My voice is starting to go. It's funny because the men are like, I don't have to hear you anymore. You can't nag anymore. All right. So we did the skinny one up there. So we'll do the fat one here. And then skinny one on top there. It's definitely very full. Holy cow. You never know what you're going to get. I just kind of go with it. Typically it works out. All right. Okay, there we go here. Like I said, I'm one of those people. I think the bow worked great for when you're doing the poof method over there, just because it's a lot lower, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. But for this one, yeah, I'm not doing a bow for this one. I had contemplated at the beginning and was hoping for it, but no, it's not gonna work out good. All right, so let me show you, let's see here. Let me show you what I mean by that. So when you're looking at the poof method, you can see the difference. Like, you know, it's so close to the board that, you know, doing these little things right here, those are all cute and everything. And then you can add the like little bow at the bottom. Yes, this is done on a Unique in the Creek board too as well. You know, but the bow looks great on here. For me, just my preference personally with the ruffle method, like I don't really want to use a bow on here. I will go ahead and fluff out a little bit, fluff these ribbons out a little bit, you know, just to kind of let them come up. And I just take my fingers in there and then I'll curl my other one around here like that. So everybody has a different method for that. And then if it doesn't lay right, then I'll just fold it a little more. There we go. This one doesn't want to curl very well. I'll make you curl, no worries about that. All right, just kind of curl that out a little bit. Same thing here. This one's here at the top. That way people can kind of see it a little bit better too. Oh, that's already looking better. Yep, this is all that needed. It doesn't need any more than that. See, already, like right here we're opening it up, and right here we're opening it up. I need to get a little more lighting in this room too. Actually, it looks like I'm functioning off of one light based off the looks up there. I think the other three died. No bow. Yes, I agree. I agree. That roll tied one, I would love to say that I'm one of those hand bow people. You know, like, well, let me rephrase that. One of the people who can make the bows by hand, like they just know how to manipulate everything. I use Pro Bow, the hand. I have a large. And I know she has a bunch of videos and everything on there. I started off watching the videos when I first started learning how to use it, but now I pretty much just kind of throw it on there and see what pops out of it. Like I have an image of how I want it in my head, and so I figure out the spacing based off of that, based off of whatever the bow is that I want to design, whatever I want it to look like. Facebook is too quiet tonight. What's Bow-Tied Bow? Dancing with the Stars and The Voice. There is a good, I don't even know if she's a current singer. There's a 13-year-old girl on The Voice, or at least I saw this on a YouTube video, and I'm assuming that it's happening right now. There's a 13-year-old girl that has, oh my gosh, like the voice of a grown woman. Like her voice is seasoned, like it doesn't even need any help. Pro Bow is the only way you can make a... Yeah, I know how to make a few bows without the Pro Bow, but man, why? When it saves so much time. Like, and I do. I've seen other people make the bows. All right, I love fluffing. I tell you another thing I want to try. Yours is ghetto. Why is yours ghetto? How is your Pro Bow ghetto? Is it graffitied? I would love to have one of those deluxe ones, but I don't have the deluxe ones. But I'm happy with the one I have. All right. Just two more, it looks like. And I'll get a good picture once we get some daylight tomorrow. It's just right now operating off of one light. No bueno. I can't make a bow by me. I've impressed all my family members with making bows. It's awesome. They're like, oh, how'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know. just kind of whipped it up. So, but we wreathing people, we can look at a bow. We know. The Terry bow is my favorite by far. And I love the video I watched the other night. She was doing a video on using scraps of bows left over. And I was like, awesome, because I have like rolls and rolls of fall scraps over here that I'm like, what am I going to do with you? All right. So all we need to do now, I've pretty much fluffed it to pieces. I'm going to pull the mesh back, and then I'll probably end up fluffing it again some more tomorrow when I take a look at it. But right now, I just kind of want to get the image a little bit. All right. Love, love, love. It needs a little bit of cleaning up in the middle, but it is great. All right, guys. What do you guys think? I see a bunch of writing. Hopefully you guys can actually see it. So I went ahead and opened up all the different ribbons here so you can see those. There we go. And I think the colors work great. And then you've got the little tailgate here in the middle. I can open that up a little bit more, like I said, later tomorrow. But this also keeps me within the copyright thing so that I don't have to worry about copyright issues. Everybody who goes for that team will know it, but there's nothing on here. So I think this is a great way. Can you turn the lights on? Hey, I just did that. Hi. I'm getting a little better at reading these comments, right? Just a little bit. You lost the peg, so you use paintbrushes. That is awesome. What about using dowels? Like, I don't know. I know we've got Michaels and everything here in the States. I don't know what you have in Canada, but couldn't you use like wooden dowels to do it? Because since they come in a variety of different sizes, the image, no, it's not from Unique in the Creek. It is actually from, let me look it again because I want to give this lady credit. And Lori, you might want to look her up. She's got some pretty cool watercolorish type of images. Ink and Olive Design, and I'm going to put it on there, you know, so that you guys can have a direct link to her store, because I do plan on selling this guy at my fall festival, not in my Etsy store, because everything I'm putting on Etsy is like selling, so I need some stuff for the fall festival. So, but this one is done. I love it. I'm going to get some close-up pictures tomorrow when the sun comes up a little bit better. But, you know, adding the ribbons on there just adds that extra little sparkle to it. And what's great about this is you can take it to a workshop and make a general Christmas theme, spring, you know, and they will feel awesome that they came out making a different type of wreath with it as well. So, Christmas handles are wooden dowels. What are handles? Thank you. All right, guys, so I will put all the supply stuff on there. I can tell you right now that the deco mesh, all of it came from Craft Outlet. The ribbon came from Craft Outlet. The board, like I said, I just prime it in whatever color I plan on using with the mesh. In this case, I felt, since the yellow was so light, I felt purple would kind of show through too much. So I went with the yellow. So, but I do that pretty much to all of my wreaths on there. So, all right. Well, and if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything. Or if you guys think of anything in the future, just put a comment on there. I'll go back and read it. Did anybody have any questions? Or are we pretty golden and good on that? Thank you, Kathy. It is faster. It is. And like I said, if you're not talking through the whole thing, you can even do it a whole lot faster than trying to do it. Because at this point, I probably would still be trying to hook the sign onto the actual wire frame. So, absolutely. Once I get some more 21-inch mesh, I'll come back and I will do the poof method with it, because the poof worked awesome. So, I will see you ladies later. Good night. You guys are awesome. I'm looking for the stop button. Hey, your rose is covering it.